In the once quiet town of Brookfield, crime crept in like fog, slow, silent, and suffocating. Drugs, gang attacks, break-ins in broad daylight. People stopped waving. Doors stayed locked. Fear took root where community once thrived. But then something changed. One conversation between a worn-out detective and a forward-thinking police chief sparked a transformation that would reshape the entire town. This is the true story of how Brookfield fought back and won. Detective Maria Ortega had seen her hometown fall into the grip of rising crime. Arrests were happening, but nothing was changing. She realized you can't just chase crime. You have to prevent it. So the town launched the Crime Prevention and Public Safety Task Force, a team of cops, educators, mental health experts, city officials, and everyday citizens. Together they asked, what if we stop crime before it starts? Brookfield reimagined policing. Officers walked neighborhoods, not with intimidation, but with intention. They showed up at school events, joined youth sports, shared coffee with seniors. Trust returned. When trust grows, so does safety. A store owner reported a vandalism ring. A grandmother asked for help, not punishment, for her troubled grandson. Cops weren't just enforcers. They were neighbors again. The schools became the front lines in the fight against crime. Programs taught conflict resolution, exposed kids to real career paths, and connected them with mentors, some of whom had walked dark paths and made it back. Teens learned that prison wasn't the only future, that there was hope, direction, possibility. The town launched Youth First, offering after-school tutoring, meals, and job training to keep kids safe and supported. And it worked. Instead of jailing every offender, Brookfield gave second chances. First-time nonviolent offenders entered diversion programs, therapy, education, and community service designed to reform, not just punish. People with addictions got treatment. Those with mental illness got counseling, not a cell. And crime started to drop, not just on paper but in real life. The town turned to data, mapping crimes, spotting trends, and focusing resources where they were needed most. No profiling, no guesswork, just smart, ethical policing. Cameras were installed in crime hotspots. Streetlights got brighter. People started feeling safer walking home. Crime doesn't grow from nowhere. It grows from inequality, poverty, desperation. So Brookfield invested in jobs, raised wages, expanded affordable housing. The council passed reforms aimed at lifting people up, not locking them away. Because when people have options, they don't turn to crime. 2 years later, crime in Brookfield dropped by 38%. Juvenile arrests cut in half. But more importantly, people believed in their community again. They greeted each other. They opened their doors. They believed that change was possible. Maria, the detective who once thought crime was a losing battle, watched a young boy, once arrested, now coaching Little League, smile and wave. Brookfield had turned the corner. Brookfield's story isn't just inspiring, it's a blueprint. And it starts with one question. What can you do to prevent crime in your own community? You don't need a badge. You don't need a degree. You just need to care enough to act. Join or start a local neighborhood watch. Mentor a team. Support local crime prevention programs. Speak up. Volunteer. Be present. Because safety isn't the job of a few, it's the responsibility of us all. If you found this story inspiring, informative, or worth sharing, don't forget to like this video to support crime prevention awareness. Subscribe for more true stories and strategies that make our communities safer. Share this with friends, neighbors, and anyone who believes in real change. Together, we can build safer streets, stronger neighborhoods, and a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, stay connected.